Hi everybody, just figured I would sit down and play a little song for you. I'm releasing a new album next Tuesday, Canada Day. The official title is Samples and Snapshots. I decided to call it Samples and Snapshots for two reasons. The first being I experiment a lot with sampling on this new release. I'd never really messed around with sampling before. And the second is that the subject matter ended up being a lot more personal than the first album I put out, which I called Simply Condescending and Corny. Oddly enough, a song from that album, the only song to feature sampling, was this song that I'm going to play for you. It's called Dustin Off My Province. We're the deep south of the neighbors to the north. Every summer skinheads and protests go back and forth. Yeah, we might be better than Alabama. Time to do for Alberta what Reggie did for Indiana. Encourage us to take a little pride in ourselves. And I don't mean the hubris that'll send us to hell. It's time we demand more from those in the ledge. And bring these lost souls back in from the edge of our have and have not economic situation. Rid our daily language of these racist connotations. Yuppies, new wave, crack cocaine. Replaced by dubstep and more of the same. Crop in the fields, wide open sky. Yet we still fuck each other just to get by. I'm white, male, heterosexual. No excuse for me to be anti-intellectual. We don't need to be ashamed of where we live. We don't need to be ashamed of where we've been. We don't need to be ashamed of what they say. We don't need to live this way. Ronnie and Maggie are alive and well. Thousands of natives locked up in the cells. Black down years being native up here without the evolution of 100 years. Cops call them Indians or something even worse. Our own ignorance will become our own curse. There's no better way to say this. We're racist and can't seem to change it. What's up in our minds has been left behind. Stressing appearance over what's inside. Financially rich, spiritually poor. Put our own needs first, shove others out the door. Would you rather have a truck or a well-staffed hospital? Don't answer that, the question is rhetorical. Days of Manning, right up to King Klein. We've been the victims of a mass decline. We don't need to be ashamed of where we live. We don't need to be ashamed of where we've been. We don't need to be ashamed of what they say. We don't need to live this way. Hey, ho, not where we be, but where we about to go. Hey, ho, not where we be, but where we about to go. All I hear about is our untouchable wealth, while gas emissions erode our health. My school book says the Berlin Wall still stands, yet cutbacks and closures are what they demand. Always overworked, always underpaid. That's how we're expected to live through these days. No wonder we're chronically exhausted, 24/7, being accosted. Skyscrapers rule the air in Calgary, yet Esso never gave a damn about me. Well, they did, but only my money. Come the summer, sure was funny. Blood in the water, water in the streets. Face of Mother Nature we finally meet. Treat Mother Nature like a hoe on crack. Don't be surprised when she fucks you back. We don't need to be ashamed of where we live. We don't need to be ashamed of where we've been. We don't need to be ashamed of what they say. We don't need to live this way. Or something.